Hi everyone, this is Delilah from Alta Baja Market, and we're here to try our winter shipment of our Baja Wine Club. And because it's the holiday season, I made some cheese plates, and we have a couple friends, extra friends with us, so this is kind of our little holiday party. It is also the pandemic, so as you can see, everybody is spaced out. So welcome to our holiday pandemic Baja Wine Party.
I don't know about that spaced out thing.
We're pretty spaced out. There we go. I will be spaced out soon. I'm gonna have everybody introduce yourselves and then we're gonna start our wines.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I work here in the market. Lucky enough to be with everyone to try these wines. I'm currently studying for some wines, so I'm really excited to try these wines from Baja.
Hi, I'm Ron. I'm a friend of Delilah's and I work in the wine industry. I've done that for a couple decades now. And as you see, I get to have all the wines in front of me. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to this.
Hello again, this is Sheila. I am Delilah's personal white wine expert, so she likes to say, and an honorary employee of Alta Baja Market.
Hey, I'm Sarah. I live in Santa Ana. Love coming to Alta Baja, and I'm really excited to try all the wines from Baja.
Hello, I'm Ali. I'm a sommelier, and I'm happy to have the opportunity to try some wines from Baja here in Santa Ana.
It's 2008 Adobe Guadalupe's Jardín Mágico. And it is a Sauvignon Blanc. So let's give it a try.
This wine's nice. We all discussed it and think it's really good for something in the daytime. Just that 12% makes a really good daytime drinking wine. A lot of notes of melon. Not too complicated, so just something really simple, easy to drink.
Great idea with this wine. When you're having people over, every time I have people over to the house, I want to have something available for them right when they come in the door. You don't have to have food with it. You don't have to make it part of the meal. When they come in the door, a glass of this Sauvignon Blanc is perfect. It's a great starter. It's got good acidity. Get the stomach juices flowing. They're going to get hungry, so you better have some food ready too for them. But I think that'd be a perfect spot for this wine as a starter wine when people come over.
I agree with my friends here about this wine. It's a really good one just to, start off the event, the house party or maybe a picnic on the beach or something like that. I admit, first of all, we have these fantastic little mini cheese plates here, and I tried some of the Point Reyes Toma cheese available here at Alta Baja Market along with the wine, and it popped. It really popped. It was really good.
Yeah, so I really enjoy this wine. It's light, it's easy to drink. It has like a really great smell of toasted coconut or pineapple. It's kind of like fun and tropical. Definitely would recommend it.
So I think this wine is beautifully balanced. The alcohol seems to be pretty low, and it expresses a lot of fruit, such as pears and white flowers, and a touch of tropical, as you said. And yeah, I think it's great by itself. It's great with food and really balanced.
Our next wine is Palafox's Pionero Blanco, and this is by Lulu Martinez. We've done a number of her wines. As you've seen in other shipments, we've done the Bruma series, and this is one of two wines from Palafox that we're having for the winter shipment. In our notes that you might have been handed to by Tom, it says 100% Chenin Blanc, but it's actually 80% Chenin, 20% Chardonnay. So let's give this a taste.
This wine's really beautiful. It has a lot of Chenin Blanc qualities to it, a lot of stone fruit like peach and nectarine. And I got to meet the winemaker, Lulu, when I was in Baja about 3 years ago. So it's really great to taste another wine from her, and she's knocked it out of the park.
This wine on the nose is very delicate. You get a little bit of like honey and chamomile and floral notes.
Yeah, I love it.
And then after trying it, even though it only has the 20% Chardonnay,
Oh, we're doing another Palafox right now. Wow.
it really comes through. Pretty full body with the Chardonnay. At 13.2%, I think this wine is pretty good with this cheese plate that we have right here. I would like it just with that.
Our next wine is again Palafox Fionero Tinto, and this again is done by Lulu Martinez. It is 70% Tempranillo, 15% Merlot, and 15% Cabernet. So let's give this a try. Shit hook. This is our little dog Hook. our adopted little sweetheart.
The Pionero, yeah, is a lighter style of Tempranillo than I expected, but absolutely delicious flavors. There's a ton of red fruits, raspberry and cherry and stuff. The color's a little lighter, almost more like a Pinot Noir than a Tempranillo, but again, it could be a good starter red wine or a first wine if you're going to have multiple wines in an evening, and don't we all? It could be the first wine that you would start with because it's a little lighter, but the flavors are delicious.
So I think this wine has a lot of beautiful acidity to it and structure. It's not too heavy. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of new oak on it, which allows a lot of red fruit to come out and express itself. It has a nice amount of tannin, and I think it would be good if you were maybe grilling, not red meat, but maybe like chicken and brushing barbecue sauce on it or something like that would go really, really nice with this wine. It's beautiful. I really like it.
Hey, I'm just gonna add to what Ali said. I think this would be great with a dinner, great with pasta or mushrooms. It has a very juicy mouth, like good mouthfeel, and a lot of like great flavors, like kind of spices to it, I think.
So the Palafox Pionero Tempurnino blend is really interesting. When I'm referring to Tempraninos that you might drink in Spain and Rioja, I always associate those with American oak, and they always have a little bit more of a rich sweetness, almost like a toasted coconut flavor that they impart on the wine. And I feel like this is really interesting because it expresses a lot more of the grape and less of the oak treatment. I also get a little bit of like a leafiness that could be attributed to perhaps the Cab or Merlot that's involved in the blend. But it's really fun to see how a grape that I associate with Spain can be a little bit different, but a little bit the same, grown in Mexico. And I am getting distinct leathery spices that I get from Tempranillo, so it's kind of fun to see it tie together and see the differences and similarities.
Our next wine is Madera Cinco's Rojo 126, and it is by Victor Segura. I don't even think we've had any Madera Cincos for any of our shipments, so this is great. This is from 2018. It is 14.1%, and it is, Lord have mercy, I didn't study up on this one. It is a red blend, and it looks like it's got Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Tempranillo, and that's it, but I don't know the percentages. Well, anyways, I'm sure it's good. Everything else has been good so far, and let's give it a try.
Delilah just mentioned that this wine wasn't available to California until this year.
US?
The U.S. to the U.S. On the nose, it's got a little bit of spice and red fruits and black fruit. It's pretty full body. I think this wine is delicious. It might be my favorite one that we've tried. Has a nice tannic structure to it, a little bit of a dry finish, kind of makes you want more. I like it.
Agreed. It's a little more tannic, and it's got a lot of black fruits to it. I get more black fruits than red, but it's just very long finish. Delicious wine. I think this would be really, really great with food, with a meat course of some sort. Same goes here. I think it's just delicious. I love the wine.
I'm going to completely agree with everybody else about this wine because there's really nothing different to say about it. Lots of black fruit. I think this one you can have with no food at all. I think you can have it with maybe a grilled piece of meat, or maybe roast leg of lamb, or maybe something super spicy like maybe some yummy chorizo or something. I think it'd be fantastic. It would pair with everything.
I think this wine is really cool because it's kitchen sink blend, varietals that aren't traditionally blended together, but come together to express a lot of really dark fruit, a lot of spice, a lot of, star anise, clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, very holiday inspired spices, and I love Baja for the fact that there aren't the same rules that there are in other countries, and you can make brilliant wines without having to adhere to blending rules. So I think it's really cool.
Our final wine in the winter shipment of our Baja Wine Club is Corona de Valles Maldek. Now, actually, we have 6 wines in this shipment. If you get the 6 bottle package, the 6th wine would have been Santos Brujos Tempranillo. We've done, we did not actually, Tom forgot to ship it to us so we could try it. But we have tried both their Chardonnay and their Rosé from Santos Brujos. We love them. They've been great, and they did our virtual tasting with us. So maybe what we'll make Tom do is a virtual tasting of the Tempranillo. But anyways, this is their Maldek, and we're gonna have a surprise after this tasting. So stay tuned.
So this Maldek from Corona de Valle is really interesting because it expresses a lot of fruit characteristics that I associate with Maldek, but it's coming from, fruit from Mexico, but a winemaking hand from somebody that has a long history in California. So I definitely see the connection with the oak that he's added and the smoothness that adds to the grapes. And it's definitely not like a typical Maldek that you might find from Argentina. They have different terroir, and it's either made by people from Argentina or French people that have come over and purchased land. So this is truly proprietary and unique, and it's very special, very smooth, very luscious, and really special.
So at this point in the tasting, it tends to devolve a little bit. I didn't hear a damn thing they said over there. So if I repeat something, but this is a Malbec that doesn't taste like an Argentinian or a French Malbec. It's very unique. It's low in tannins like a Malbec generally is, but there's a ton of really good sweet fruit in here, as well as almost a tertiary characteristic like a dried mushroom quality, just more on the nose though. It's got a lot going on. It's a very complex wine with some, with quite a long finish, and I think would work really well with any kind of food you want to serve it with.
All right, everyone. We didn't have that 6 wine from our winter shipment. I decided to crack open for our guests and to celebrate the holiday season. Corona de Valles Tempranillo and Nabiolo blend. It was, don't quote me, but I'm almost positive the first Mexican wine to be carried at French Laundry. And I believe that our store probably is the only store possibly in the United States to still carry this, because this wine is no longer imported into this country. So we are going to all try this and discuss it and see what all the chatter is about with this wine. Why does French Laundry like this wine so much, huh? So anyways, let's get started.
Well, we poured this wine and chatted a little bit. We kind of all chatted about how unique Valle de Guadalupe is because they're not tethered to tradition and places. So this wine in particular is a blend of Tempranillo and Nabiolo, and I think it's just delightful. It's very easy to drink. You don't have to think about it, but there's a lot going on with it. And yeah, I'm really thankful for you to open this up for us.
I'm so happy that Delilah has decided to spoil us and open up this bottle. I find it's super celebratory, just like we're celebrating the end of 2020. It is a fantastic wine. I would want to, actually I'm going to take home a bottle of this and I'm going to lay it down because I think that it's going to be able to take on some more age, and then maybe, I don't know, in a year or two we'll do another podcast and we'll open it up again and see how it tastes. It's a fantastic wine. I want to go buy a big fat ribeye and grill it up nice and have this wine with it, but I'm going to take this and lay it down for a couple of years.
I just want to say thank you to Delilah and Alta Baja for sharing this great wine with us. It's so comforting and great for the holidays, and I'm so happy to be here and enjoy it with her.
So this concludes our winter shipment. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all of our guests who have joined us in our tasting. I do have one more question. Since this one's at French Laundry, did Gavin Newsom actually have it when he was there recently without a mask? Put your mask on, people. Stay socially distant. But I am curious about that. Anyways, this is a delicious wine. Again, we only have a couple cases of it here left, and I just want to say happy holidays to you. Stay safe, everyone. I'm a little buzzed, as you can tell, but that doesn't prevent me from wishing you a happy new year. Cheers, everyone.